welcome back to my channel. So for today's Vlogmas, I am going to take some inspiration from my friend Raina here on YouTube. She is one of my best YouTube friends. We have been friends for years. I would say that we've been watching each other's videos and staying in contact for 6 or 7 years now, and she's one of my favorite people. So she did a video recently for her Vlogmas, and it was a get to know me video where she answered just random questions about herself so that you could get to know her better as a person. And I really liked that idea, so I think I'm gonna do that as well. So I just pulled up a random, actually this is Teen Vogue of all things, deep questions to ask someone. So we're just gonna kind of go down the line here. First I'm gonna take these retainers out so that I don't have a lisp. Okay, that's better. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. So, number 1, what's your favorite quality about yourself and your least favorite? I would say that my favorite quality is my ability to adapt. I'm really good with change. I really enjoy and appreciate change, so I'm really good at that. My least favorite quality about myself would be I'm very bad at small talk. I'm awful at it. Like today we were at a wrestling tournament. My husband and I we were running the tournament, our club was, and honestly the only thing that I dislike about doing things like that is being forced to small talk with people. I'm terrible at it. I can't come up with like anything to say, and when people ask me, you know, small talk questions like, how have you been? What have you been up to? Like, I really struggle with answering those questions. I need to work on that. Number 2, what is something that makes you feel unstoppable? Well, for one, I'm not unstoppable. But there are times when I feel pretty resilient. At my job, I'm very good at organization and management. Not so much people, but like program management and project management. I don't claim to be the smartest person in the room ever, but I am really good at organizing and delegating. I will say that. What 3 words would you use to describe yourself? Well, I just mentioned a couple. So adaptable, resilient, and philanthropic. I really enjoy giving back to my community and doing what I can to help others. When do you feel the safest? When I am at home and the rest of my family is here with me, all my kids and my husband. What is your favorite childhood memory? To be honest, most of my childhood is kind of blank for me. I don't have a lot of memories from my childhood, and the ones that I do aren't great. Let me think here. I think my favorite childhood memories would be spending Christmas or birthdays at my grandma's house, my dad's parents. With any memories that I have with them are really good. I loved being with them. Let's see. What do you look for when finding new friends? Sense of humor, 100%. We have to be able to laugh together. What is your favorite nickname someone has given you, and how did you get it? I have had a lot of nicknames in my life. 2 that I can think of right offhand are, so my grandpa called me Skeeter. I have no idea how I got that name, but he called me Skeeter his whole life. And then my stepmom for my entire adolescence, she called me Butch. And she still does sometimes, it slips out sometimes. So I was very much a tomboy when I was a kid, to the point where I thought I wanted to be a boy. I thought that, my dad would want to hang out with me more if I was a boy. So I did all the boy things, and that wasn't true. That was just my small childhood brain not understanding the full scope of what my life was. So yeah, I was very much a tomboy, so Butch. She called me Butch all the time. Until I started getting boyfriends, and then I was like, you can't call me that anymore. So she pretty much stopped after that. What is the quickest way someone can lose your trust? Talk bad about me behind my back. If money were not an object, what is the first thing you would buy? Property. How would you spend your last day on Earth? I've actually thought about this a lot. So I think that my last day on Earth would be spent at home with my family, doing whatever we wanted to do. Laying together, talking together, playing games together, eating the best food. Like, that would be my last day. A lot of people would say that they'd go skydiving or they would do something crazy. No, I would be right here with my family in my comfort zone, and I hope that we would laugh. Have you ever been in love? Yes. How do you hope people describe you? As long as they describe me as a kind person, I'm okay. What do you think happens to us after death? I believe that there's something else on the other side for sure. I do think that there's judgment. I think that what happens to you after this life is drastically impacted by how you lived your life here. And I hope that we're all together. I hope that all loved ones find each other again in whatever the next stage is. So I believe that, I don't believe that you can live a life and have all these experiences and learn and develop and have memory. I cannot imagine that just being for nothing. So it can't just be blackness. There's something coming, and I believe it's good. What is something that gives you hope? That's a really loaded question. Hope for what? Hope for the future? My kids. My kids give me hope for the future. What is a movie you could watch every day? Onward. The Disney movie Onward that came out in 2020. Probably my favorite movie. Let's see. What is the worst song in your opinion? Oh, it's that, Roxanne! That song. I don't know who sings it, but I think it's called Roxanne. I hate that song. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. What is a skill you've always wanted to learn? Sewing. For sure. Usually when I find a skill that I want to learn, I teach myself. So I know how to do a lot of things. Anything that would help me survive if all of our necessities were no longer immediately available to us like they are now. So gardening, I'm not great at that. I'd like to be better at it. And sewing, yeah. What are you most excited about for the future? I can't wait to retire and just hang out with my husband every day. We can travel or help raise our grandkids. Oh, I cannot wait to retire. What is your claim to fame? Well, I won a modeling contest when I was 22 or 21. And I was Miss December for Bucked Up hunting apparel, and what was the other one? Trucks Gone Wild. I was Miss December in their calendar, and it was like a whole thing. So I guess that was my 15 minutes of fame. Let's see. What do you think the worst job out there is? Well, that question could go a lot of ways. I would think the hardest job to be would be an oncologist, especially with children. A job that I would never, ever, ever want would be like, I would never want to be the president of the United States. Nope. You couldn't pay me enough money to have that job. Would you survive a zombie apocalypse? I'd make it a long time because I am prepared for that. Like, I'm prepared to a point for any kind of like apocalyptic disaster. Like, I think me and my family would be okay for a while. Do you believe in ghosts? I don't believe that dead people are trapped here. I believe that their energy is. So I guess you could say yes, I do. I've been on a lot of paranormal investigations. I've been to the Waverly Sanitarium. I've been to, what was the other one? Missouri State Penitentiary. I stayed the night there. I've done a lot of weird stuff, and there's only one time I can tell you that I saw something that was unexplainable, and I can tell you real quick about what that was. So I was hanging out at a friend of mine's house with, you know, a whole group of us, and it was like close to Halloween, so we were into like all the spooky stuff, and we were telling scary stories and, you know, just shooting the crap. And she said, well, you know, there's a lady that lives up the street who like comes outside and she does weird stuff. Like, she stares up at the sky and she rocks back and forth, and it's real weird. So I was like, oh, we should totally go over there. So we got in the car, we drive over there, and there she is, this older woman. She had a muumuu on, and it was white with flowers on it, and she was standing out like in the middle of a cornfield, like, I don't know, maybe 10, 15 feet off the road. And, you know, we're all watching her. She's got her mouth wide open, and she's rocking back and forth, like looking up at the sky. It was so bizarre. And, you know, I wasn't driving, I was in the back seat, so I just like kind of followed her. Like, I just kept watching her, you know, as we drove by, my head was turning like this, and then we got to a certain point, and I could see through her. I could see the stars in the sky behind her. I can't explain this. I cannot explain this. I immediately started crying, and I was like, we have to turn around. I need to see her again. I need to know that what I saw is real, and we got to turn around. And so we drive up the road, we find a way to turn around, and we come back, and right where that woman was standing, we all saw this, 6 of us in the vehicle, we all saw the exact same thing. And right where she was standing was like a wooden fence post that wasn't there before. I can't explain that. I can't explain it. I don't know what it was. Mass hallucination? I don't know. A couple more here, because this video is getting kind of long. What's your biggest fear? Something happening to my children or my husband. 100%. Something that makes me really angry: when adults are mean to children or animals. That will send me 0 to 100. I mean, right now, fuming, steam coming out of my ears. Being mean, adults being mean to a child or an elderly person. Or animals. I can't. Nope. What do you think it means to be healthy? Have a decently healthy diet. Try to be as active as possible. You don't have to have a 6-pack and big muscles to be a healthy person. Your health is determined by how you feel. So if you're feeling good, I consider you healthy, mentally and physically. What is something that makes you feel overwhelmed? Clutter. Clutter on the countertops, stuff laying on the floor, too much noise, a lot of people talking at once. Yeah. What's my biggest insecurity? It used to be my birthmark. I have a birthmark that covers my entire left arm and it goes up my chest and it's on my back. I used to be super insecure about it and now I kind of appreciate it and own it. My biggest insecurity would be I'm not an athletic person, and my husband is, my whole family is, I'm not. I'm klutzy and I don't like to work out at all. Not a bit of enjoyment from working out. I like to watch my kids play sports, but I'm not the athletic type, and all of my family and friends are. So I guess that would be my biggest insecurity. Let's do 2 more. Are you still scared of monsters? Yes, but the scariest monsters are human. So yes, I'm scared of monsters. Let's find one last good one. What is the weirdest thing in your home? Oh, this one's good. This one's good, hold on. This would be the weirdest thing in my home. It's a doll that belonged to my great-great-great-grandma. She carried this through the Depression and she's creepy. Sorry, my video cut out, but here she is, my Great Depression doll. She does have her legs. This arm is in pretty rough shape. We're missing the bottom half of the arm. This one, something has, I don't know what happened, but her head is made out of chalk. Isn't that wild? I don't know what she's stuffed with, but it feels like straw. Let's see if we can. What is it? I don't know, but yes, she's creepy. She's been mended here. You can see. I would think that some of my very distant ancestors did this here. She got paint on her from here, my wall. I don't know how the paint got on her, but it is what it is. I'm not upset about it because when I pass this doll on to whoever is brave enough to take it one of these days, my little mark is left on her. Yeah, I'm really proud of having this. This doll baby survived a lot to make it to me, and I do keep her on display here in my kitchen, and I love her. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.